Gohan, on the other hand, just because he has Saiyan blood and he's under Goku,
because he got red eyes,
I'll give him the upgrade to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. That is as far as I will go, because if Goku goes Ultra Instinct, he will smash him, I feel like.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my brother Ooch and the homie Kai, and we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today? Boys, the trifecta, here once again. Full Power friggin' Podcast, episode 61. Children of all ages, boys and girls, everybody out in the world, how you doing today? Turn on this music right now. Here we go. All right. So, episode 61. Like I said, we're here. We're doing this thing. Things are on the up and up as always. Lots of interesting things to discuss, of course, as always here on these episodes. So let's get into the formalities. Brother Ooch, how you doing today, sir?
You know, I'm pretty good. You know, work. It's whatever. We're rolling past it. Gym was good. PR week, so you know, testing out the muscles, testing out the body. You know what we could do. So it was pretty good. I can't complain right now. Chilling.
Nice. Okay. Kai, what about you? How you doing today, sir?
As you know, I've been running around town like crazy, all that stuff. So it's been quite the day, quite the week, and all that. So, you know, we getting through it, same as always, I suppose. But just gotta power through it. Listen to some of them good soundtracks, and I was just got myself fired up. Like,
hey.
Waku waku shite kitazo.
Waku waku da. Okay. Shout outs to freaking Nozawa.
Right.
Dude, you know, this is not something I planned on talking about, but now since you said that, this is, you know, how this podcast works. Geekdom was I think it was on one of his videos recently. He brought up Nozawa, right? And I thought that this was an interesting point, right? They don't have anyone lined up to take over should anything happen to her.
It wouldn't work anyway.
I don't like. What do you guys think about that?
She's one of those people. Like, I can't even talk about this, but imagine when someone else is their turn to go. You know what I mean? Like, there's some of these people that just can't be replaced.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and that's the crazy part, right? Because it's not just one character that's affected. It's like three. She is the whole Sun family, basically.
Exactly. She's even
that's crazy.
Turles. She's black. She's, you know, like she's all the Goku characters.
Dude, she's Gohan and Goku
and Goten.
Like, talk about being on the payroll. Like, she's in her pretty soon she's gonna be in her 90s.
It gets me mad that she's Gohan, because I hear like that badassness and I'm like, man, it's just Gohan. It's not.
It wouldn't be an episode we didn't throw fucking shade at this fucking guy. Holy shit. Right? But yeah, right. I just thought it was something interesting to bring up really quick, because, like, you know, Sean Schemmel, you know, he is one of the most iconic voices just in, I would say, in anime history, just because of who he voices, right? And not to discredit any of his other work that he's done, you know, because
it's just the popularity of this particular character that he just landed the role for. It's just, you know,
dude, exactly. Like, that's literally what it comes down to. Because, like, you never hear people praising him from being Lucario in Pokemon, you know, and that's cool and all, but it's just like, bro, you're Goku. Like, I can understand, like, sometimes as, you know, an actor or an actress, even in the voiceover world, I'd imagine it would get a little upsetting or infuriating as that talent to only be recognized as one fucking thing, even though you have like a laundry list of. But see, that's where, I mean, this conversation can go in a lot of different directions, right? Because if we were to ever talk about like who are the greatest, who are the goats of the voiceover, there is one person that comes to mind. One. Easily as my number one. We won't go there.
I need to ask. Are your number one and my number one the same?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
We don't even have to fucking reveal that because real ones will know. Okay? Real ones will know. And if you go ahead, feel free to put that shit in the comments. All right, let us know who do you think we're talking about? But
there's only one answer.
There's really only one, but you know, those kind of voiceover or those kind of voice actors, they're legends because they got not just one character, they got several fucking characters. But you know, speaking of, you know, just getting you guys feedback and all that kind of stuff, I obviously have to plug our Gmail. So of course, if you guys want to leave any feedback, comments, concerns, whatever, let us know at fullpowerpod@gmail.com and on Twitter, because we have a Twitter at fullpowerpod. And one last thing, of course, the Patreon, which funny enough, last week we did our usual plugs, and I'm proud to say, like I said in the beginning of the episode, we're on the up and up. We got a couple patrons. A couple patrons to the Full Fucking Power podcast. That's crazy. That's something I did not expect to say this for
a long time.
Yeah, on some real shit, because, you know, we're full power out of control, but I mean, damn, like, that's love, right? Right there. So just a quick reminder for those that are $5 or more, you guys are going to be getting some extra episodes which are exclusive to y'all. And I don't know if, and that's something that we'll have to figure out if they're gonna be timed exclusive and then like eventually they get added like public for everyone else. But I don't think we should, because it's like, well, if they're gonna be extras and they're freaking trying to get that exclusivity, you know, we kind of want those people to be like, oh, well, I heard some shit they talked about and you fucking didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just a thought, but because I can tell you guys right now, the first episode y'all are gonna get is this completely spoiler review of the movie. Which, Kai, let me bring up something that you brought to my attention just the other day. How fucking weird is it to go to any list and to add completed to that fucking film? Isn't that shit crazy?
Yeah. I mean, maybe not after what we saw today on Twitter.
Let's get into it, shall we? So, listen, guys, we're not reviewing the movie because that's an extra, right? But I guess since it is official and it is out there and it is not at this point considered a spoiler because it is official, they've officially, I said official a bunch of times, I'm sorry. Sorry for that. They have officially put it out there. The big surprise. These forms that were, you know, people were spoiling anyways. You know, I said this last week. I'll say it again. The second we got done watching it, Brother Uch and I, right? And shouts to Nick, right? He was there too. So it was 3 of us in the room, okay?
Yeah,
he better fucking listen to these episodes, by the way. You better put them on, right? He better fucking listen, right? Right after we got done watching that freaking movie, I open up Instagram, boom, fan art of every character saying run the Tournament of Power back. I'm like, wow, what timing? Because if I saw that on Twitter, I would have been mad. But really, Instagram is actually low-key worse, depending on who you follow, right? But not even, because Instagram has kind of evolved into what Twitter's doing, where they give you suggested accounts now on your feed. You're not safe anywhere. Point being, right? So what are we talking about? Let me stop tickling y'all, okay? Orange Piccolo is one. If that's the actually no, it's that crazy name that he has now. What is it? I don't even know if it's yeah, no, it's not listed here on this image that I have in front of me. But this is basically Orange Piccolo. I don't know why they call him Orange Piccolo, because the only thing orange on him is his fucking arms. He's yellow. Like, I always hated that shit. Like, what? Like, redheads are not redheads, they're orange. Piccolo is yellow, so they're calling him orange. What the fuck is going on here? This is like that dress shit. Remember that shit? It's like, is it blue or is it gold? Like, remember that shit? Like, yeah. What? Annoying. So there's that. And then there's the Gohan form, which we were all wondering before watching this movie if Gohan's getting a new form, if it's just gonna be Ultimate. I figured, like, coming from Toei's perspective, they were probably like, oh, no brainer, yeah, well, of course Gohan's gonna get a fucking new form. Did we think it was gonna actually be Gohan Blanco? No, because that shit was at this point memed into existence. Imagine being at a Toei meeting and figuring all this shit out, where they wanted to take these directions in, and they're fucking trying to figure this shit out, and they're like, you know, I think we have no choice to fucking give him white hair.
Dude, give him the blue skin, and then you have like that Super Saiyan 5 or whatever.
That is insane, right? But they gave him a little bit more. So yeah, so there it is, guys. Officially, the name for this new Gohan form is Gohan Beast.
Son Gohan Beast.
That makes no sense.
I was just gonna ask you, brother, how you feel about that?
I don't like the name. I don't like the name. Well, I mean, like, why is it called Beast? This nigga went from Ultimate. What happened to Final? What?
Final. I don't think Final was ever official, was it? I think it was just kind of like.
It was never official. I'm just fucking busting his chops at this point, but.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like I don't see like why it would be named Beast. Like, is there a reason? Like, is it because of his hairstyle? Like, it's taller now, or he's like beast like I don't fucking know.
I personally think it has everything to do with the eyes, because he has red eyes now.
Yeah.
Which I think it's very safe to assume that this is a little bit more of the thriving Ozaru, you know, variety. And especially when we think back to the movie, when he was in this form, his attitude was very vicious, like.
Yeah, I wonder if he can like lose control low key.
Like, I don't think we've ever seen Gohan actually reach that kind of, I don't even want to call it cockiness, because this was beyond cockiness. This was like, he was raw, you know? So maybe that's the whole motivation, or that's the idea behind the name of, you know, Gohan Beast. I personally think it's kind of lame, and it's not as fulfilling as some of the other names that we've been introduced to.
It definitely could have been a different name, or a better name, for sure.
Right.
Because like if it's gonna be named Beast, I need it to resemble something, like, you know, I don't know, like the whole Ultra Instinct shit. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
like that makes fucking sense. Ultra Ego also kind of makes sense. But
Right.
this B shit, that's like what the fuck?
Right. And I
It
mean,
is what
and
it is, though.
that's another thing. I was just gonna add on that when I hear the word Beast, the first thing I think of visually is the character Beast from X-Men. A blue dude, full of fur, right? He's got claws and all that type of shit, right? When I see that associated with a fucking Saiyan who's not in any kind of primal instinct, thriving Ozaru kind of shit, right? It doesn't for me, it doesn't really fit that well. Like, I have to reach and stretch to kind of make it make sense. Like, it's like, okay, you know, he's got a different attitude. It's kind of more beast-like. You know, he's kind of out of control, low-key. You know, he's got the red eyes that kind of distinguish, you know, that maybe he really is more tapped into that, you know, inner, deeper Saiyan power, which is all rooted to their Ozarus, right? That's the stretch that I have to go just to make this fucking name make sense. But Kai, what are your thoughts about Gohan Beast?
It's fucking dumb.
All right, well, there it is.
It's just that simple.
And I don't know. I mean, I have my own concerns as far as like, will he be able to do it? I know he'll be able to do it again. Like when the show comes back or whatever, and they actually reached that point or whatever where we expect him to be able to do it. But I wonder if I feel like he'll be time restricted, but like they keep it under control. And this is me thinking kind of ahead, I guess. At this point, it's like, well, if he transforms into it again, like maybe in a sparring session, I'm assuming. Then like will he actually be out of control to resemble a beast-like form, or like will he be like in control or whatever? But yeah, I don't know. I have my own concerns as far as the form goes.
Yeah.
For the future.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, low key, like, because I hate to do this, but I kind of have to. This is like kind of our job at this point, right? I have to acknowledge all variables, right? And we've seen similar situations occur where Gohan was given the mantle, but he didn't follow through all the way, right? This time, though, the difference is that he did, and he surprised the shit out of us when he did so, and it was awesome. Again, we're gonna leave all that discussion for the extra, so another plug for the Patreon, $5 or more, you're gonna hear the full thoughts right now. We're there. But the point I'm trying to make is that I just really pray, for the sake of this character and for the sake of our own comments and just online in general, just reading the headassery that exists in this community, in this fandom, that this freaking guy stays learning his lesson and realizes that, okay, he's got to shift his priorities around a little bit, and he cannot rely on his fucking daddy no more. He is in a position of not just power, but responsibility. Okay? We're bringing in this Peter Parker shit because it makes sense. Okay? With great power, obviously comes the great responsibility, but especially when you're essentially the strongest one on said planet, and your pops and basically your uncle are off dealing with other galactic threats. You know what I'm saying? This is literally on some Avengers shit. Gohan, for his own sake, I pray that this guy actually sticks to what he learned. The whole purpose of this movie was so that he can get his shit together finally and give what, let me put it in layman's terms, redeemed, right? There you go. He needs to stick to this shit because I personally will be so fucking mad if all this character work, okay, from Z up until this very movie, it just goes backwards. You know what I'm saying? And that is when I will have a problem. Because I don't like when stories are not told well enough to where it's like, okay, you're hitting certain notes, right? You're doing certain things. And yet, you're not following through all the way. You know what I'm saying? And for them to make a whole movie for this guy, for him to just go right back to the books, I'll have a problem with that. Truly. So, well, yeah. I hope that it comes down, because that's the other thing that I wanted to say was that if it was one of those things that, I mean, because let's face it, what happens every time one of these characters gets a new transformation? They got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Right? You saw it, yo. You saw the fucking white in this dude's eyes, son. Man, turn into the Undertaker. But that's dude. How many times have we seen this happen? Right? We have to acknowledge all the variables. I hate to do it, but I have to acknowledge it. So if it's a matter of him acknowledging that I was able to tap into this new form, but I can't whip it out every time. If it's a matter of him just, he goes through all, I'll accept that. I'll accept him going through the training phases again. Because guess what? That means that he's actually giving a shit and he's putting in the work again. Or he has to put in the work.
Yeah, I don't believe he'll be able to instantly attain it again. I feel like he's gonna have to actually train for it to sustain it.
To really sustain it, exactly. Because
yeah,
I mean,
Goku and Vegeta both had to go through their trials and tribulations with with their Ultra forms.
with their ultras, yeah.
Yeah, especially Goku. He had to put in the work.
I mean, yeah. Even during the Tournament of Power, when that's the thing, right? When we compare this shit to what Goku went through in the Tournament of Power, man's literally had to basically put himself on the brink of death multiple times. Yeah, the first time, Jesus Christ himself, literally. Where did he go?
The first time it happened, that was just him unlocking it.
That made no sense, but no one cared. That's how epic it was.
The second time, he understood what he kind of had to do to unlock it again. And then after that, it was just more so of him tapping into it. But
right.
Even though he might have not been used to it, but he knew what he had to do as far as being able to unlock it and eventually sustain it. That's literally what Goku he learned while fighting, essentially. I mean, Gohan could do the same thing essentially, but I don't know, they're two different Saiyans, so it's different. Goku's an adapter, and Gohan, he just unlocks off of fucking emotion. I mean, Goku can too, but he could do both. Gohan's more so he's not unless he's in intense training under Goku or some shit like that. I don't feel like he would be able to do it himself.
Gohan's raw talent. That's one of the, I feel like one of the bigger differences, because Goku got talent, obviously. He's had talent since Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna take away his flowers. I mean, Gohan is Goku's son. That apple didn't fall far off the tree. Okay.
Well, yeah, Gohan's inevitably gonna have the talent.
He's capable of basically doing that.
He's gonna have the talent, but if he's not putting in the fucking work, then his talent's going to waste.
And that's exactly what's happened.
This is real life shit. If you're talented in something and you're really good at it, the only way you're gonna get better and kind of excel is if you put in that fucking work. Otherwise, the niggas that are putting in more work than you will eventually either be next to you or like reach a different level.
Right. Yeah.
It's real life shit.
It's true.
To be honest, that's how I feel about the whole situation. But what this nigga, this man quote geekdom. He said,
shouts to geekdom.
Hold on. Let me find this shit.
Oh yeah. There's two things he said that we gotta go over.
He said, yeah. Like, wow.
But wait a minute, before we do that, Kai, did you want to add anything to all this fucking the shit about him sustaining it, not sustaining it? You know, like.
Nah, it's cookie cutter shit. We know how it goes.
All right.
It's first it's monkey see, monkey do, then it's let me try it out.
Right. Okay.
He said from Toriyama. I don't believe this nigga at all. I don't believe.
You don't believe Toriyama?
No, I don't care what this nigga says no more. Not gonna care. He says Toriyama himself, full power Piccolo in this movie is on par with Goku. And he said, remember when I said this movie was made to catch this is Geekdom's words. He said, remember when I said this movie was made to catch Gohan and Piccolo up to Goku and Vegeta? He was like, I was right, but I never thought Toriyama would say it himself.
I did.
Nigga!
I absolutely did. I said that shit. I was like, man, this movie, there's a reason these fighters are on another planet. I don't care what liner they throw in. I know they're going to try to retcon it and put them on their level, and I'm not here for it.
But I don't believe it fully.
I don't believe it either. That's cap.
You see, I feel like there's levels to this shit. There's no way Piccolo's getting the Dragon Balls, receiving a wish to... Where you
go? Go ahead.
This is my little rant right now. So
please.
I'm saying how, like, you gotta really think deep here, because you gotta understand the level Goku and Vegeta are on right now. So just put that to the side. Now go back to Gohan and Piccolo, and this is low-key spoiler. Well, is it spoiler at this point? What I'm about to say, low-key?
Well, okay, everybody knows at this point that Piccolo wished for his potential.
All right.
To
so
be unlocked.
I'm gonna do that. So yeah. All right. So Piccolo, the nigga gets Dragon Balls, whatever, wishes for this new form, full potential. Like, at the most I would give him like equal to like Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
That's so generous.
That is generous.
So generous.
That is generous.
Holy shit, charity.
Gohan, on the other hand, just because he has Saiyan blood and he's under Goku,
because he got red eyes,
I'll give him the upgrade to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. That is as far as I will go, because if Goku goes Ultra Instinct, he will smash him. I feel like. This is my opinion. That is as far as I am reaching.
You know what?
And that's honest from me. That is generous.
Yo, Kai, how often do I really agree with this kid on shit like this?
Fine.
Because bro, and the words that irk me is that this man Toriyama is just talking out of his ass at this point. This motherfucker
it's not at this point. It's been for
he's
hella
on
long.
par. Nigga, how you gonna make how you gonna make them on par in one movie?
Go ahead.
And they didn't undergo the training in blood, sweat, and tears.
We know,
that
Kai,
Goku and Vegeta
Kai,
went through.
Please, go ahead, please.
Finish it,
please.
Part 2 to this Toriyama fuckery. All right. Another tweet from Geekdom. I couldn't. We love to see it. We love
the
to
fourth
see
co-host.
Right. So this is not a side tangent. This is directly what we're talking about.
Directly.
This is the retconning shit. This is the power scaling shit. This is the literally talking out of his ass, not having any idea of what the fuck story you just wrote. But it's okay, because we're still here for it. So another tweet, and I'm just gonna quote what he said. All right. The final villain in this movie was supposed to be stronger than Broly. Oh man, the people are gonna freak.
I knew you was gonna pick that one next, because I was looking at that and I said, what? I was laughing. Oh, no. Cause that don't even add up.
Yo,
now it's like, All right, now really think about it. Go back to the Broly movie, right? Put Gohan and or Piccolo up against Super Saiyan Broly. What do we think the outcome would be? And give them their new forms too. Go ahead. if hold on, really think about it now, man. Really think about it. Broly was going up against Broly had to go up against Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue, and he was, I mean, at that point he was getting his shit beat. But what it led to, that's a whole nother story. That's crazy.
Hold on. There's something like this is fucking hilarious. First of all, both the first part with the heroes getting power scaled and now the second part with this shit, right? There's something that I'm sure tons of people are forgetting right now. With these statements being made about the movie, do you remember when this movie takes place? It's long after all this manga shit. So, right?
Bro,
so
like,
you're telling me that all this manga shit completely transpired. We're way past it. We're years past it. We are end of Z times. And you really want to tell me now that they just caught up?
I don't believe this shit, because
Me neither.
think about it. Just, all you have to do it's simple math. All you gotta do is go back to the Broly movie. Broly was fucking on par with Goku, Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Blue form, and he forced them to fuse. That is all you have to say, unless you're telling me that Gohan, Beast, and or Orange Piccolo have the same strength as
That
Gogeta.
Those are the words
Are you
from
telling me?
Toriyama himself.
Are you telling me that Gohan, Beast form, and Orange Piccolo are now on par? I
this is
don't
why
believe
Toriyama
none
said.
of that shit.
Toriyama said.
Because, bro, I'm gonna be as blunt as possible, bro. Like, I mean, I know we didn't see no Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego in Broly, bro, but like, this shit is absolutely insane. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
So,
I think I said my piece though.
you know what?
I think I brought up all the valid points that's needed.
I was just gonna say, you beautifully brought up every single thing that there is, both of you. Every single thing that there is to even acknowledge and to just remind everybody. To remind themselves, because the only thing I can add to besides, repeating everything y'all said, is the fact that Toriyama is done. He's done. He has been long gone. Okay? He is officially, like, if we've talked about this already. This is nothing new. And if for those that are listening and watching, if this is not an indication as to how in a fuck it type of fucking attitude this dude is in right now with this fucking story and this series. Yo, just the other day, and I'm pretty sure Geekdom also brought this up. But Toriyama even, I don't know if it was Toriyama or one of the people on the movie, or someone from Toei, one of those motherfuckers, okay? Because they're all at fault here. They're all at fault here, okay? They low-key basically said that everything is canon. Basically, that is what they said.
Now, are you like...
What do you mean everything is canon?
That part.
You talking about all the movies?
They straight up low key. Now this is why I say low key, because it's like you ever hear someone say something that it's like so fucking vague, and it's so bad. It's so terribly vague that, and the reason why it's so terribly vague is because if what's really being said sounds like how it's, you know, being said, that could be atrocious.
No,
Like,
I hate vague shit in general.
oh yeah.
Fuck that shit. Be specific, bitch.
Right.
That's my attitude towards being vague. At least.
Right. Because listen, the thing is, right? Because here's the saving grace. I don't even want to call it the saving grace because I'm being vague now at this point. But if they're gonna go on record, and like, you know, this is not a fucking private conversation these people are having, okay? These are fucking adults, grown ass adults, clearly past their prime, way past their prime, making executive decisions on a fucking monumentally super pop culture-esque series and franchise, on where and what kind of direction this shit needs to go into. And they're gonna fucking have these publicly available interviews so that all types of people, not just us, all types of people can read this shit and take from it what we will. Do they not realize what the fuck they're doing? You know how reckless it is to go on record and literally say, basically I'm paraphrasing, to basically say, oh yeah, you know, everything's canon. Like there's no such thing as non-canon.
Nah, yeah, that's not good.
Listen, and this is coming from the guy that I defend GT low key. I don't defend it in a way where it's just like, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do too, partly.
Right, like we partly defend it, right? Because there's things from it that I really believe should be incorporated going forward. You know, if they were going to retcon GT, and that's totally okay.
Oh, they will. Boma's booty's gonna help us.
Thank you. Right? Whole video on that. Check it out. Okay? But dude, like that's not all right. You cannot do that. Like that shit should be obvious. Like that is so fucking reckless. And like I was trying to say before, if you're trying to basically say as a way to make people still care about all of those other projects and things that are not, you know, really within the main timeline of things, you know, like you don't have to say that. You really don't. Okay, there's so many different ways to fucking make sure people still give a half a shit about any of these older fucking things, right? What do you think the video games are there for? What the fuck do you think the video games are there for? Like, the video games, and there's a shitload of them. A shitload of them. Legends and Dokkan right now are still going. Xenoverse 2 still somehow has DLC, even though it's not as regulated as Dokkan and Legends. They still got fucking DLC coming out for that game. Isn't that, and Kai, you can definitely correct me on this, but is Xenoverse 2 not as old as, like, wasn't it originally on PS3 and 360? Was it? Okay, so it was PS4?
It was 2016.
Okay. Thank you for that correction. That's still 6 years. That is still a long fucking time. That's more than half a decade. Okay? Not a lot of games see the light of day, even in the slightest bit. But that is what that's part of what the reason, what's part of the purpose behind video games is to, you know, just have at it. Look at Super Dragon Ball Heroes, a fucking game that is so popular it has its own anime and manga that's ongoing. That is over here. Okay? Here's all the main shit, and that shit's over there. Saying that kind of a reckless statement is doing this. And I don't want that.
You know what's funny?
It wouldn't even make sense.
When you said everything is canon, I was like trying to process how broad and how serious of a statement you meant by that. And then when I realized that, oh, we're really having this conversation right now, I still did not put two and two together that Heroes exists, because I would have popped off if I remembered that when you said that. I completely forgot until just now, because that just got me fucked up.
You can't say everything's canon, because that means niggas is gonna go back to all these movies and think like all this shit actually happened. It don't make sense. Like, we just got Broly, right? If a new nigga is watching this shit and he goes back to all the movies, he's gonna be like, oh, so bro, yeah, like he's gonna be like, okay, so Broly got beat by Goten and Trunks, he got beat by adult Gohan or whatever in Super Saiyan base form. Then in the first fucking movie in Broly, he got fucking Superman punched and died by Goku's fist. Like, what's going on? So we had 3 versions of Broly's, and now we get this Broly, and like he's strong as fuck, obviously, but like it just doesn't add up to the story. Like it wouldn't make sense for everything to be canon.
So
like, just using Broly as an example right there, because he had 3 fucking movies, like it wouldn't make sense if it was in the timeline, because then technically you have to be wished back, because he's died 3 times. Like, that doesn't make sense.
He didn't die. He didn't die the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, the first time, whatever.
He didn't die the first time.
The second time and the third time, he got blown away.
But you see the confusion that's gonna. Go ahead, Kai.
So
exactly.
So I have this is kind of like a segue off of this real quick.
Thank God.
He mentioned Broly, and he mentioned the old Brolys, and that reminded me of something I totally forgot that I wanted to say on here real quick, which was, and I'm not gonna use the character's name, but in the new movie, you know, this big bad villain, you know what they did? They bio Broly'd this man. And I didn't even think about it, but that's literally what happened. They fucking bio Broly'd him.
They really did.
They did.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
You can't unsee it. No, you can't unsee it.
Nah,
they
really did.
They really did.
They really did. Look at the third. Compare the third movie. Compare the third Broly movie to this bio nigga right now.
All right, hold
on.
They had all a bunch of people trying around, you know, all around him, throwing Kamehamehas and shit. Nah, dude, they bio Broly'd him.
No fucking wonder he had no.
Hold up.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not fully agreeing is because the reason why no one fucking likes that movie, Bio Broly, is because Broly is a fucking walking piece of shit.
We don't care.
Quite literally.
We don't care about the appearance, though. We're talking about the resemblances in the fucking writing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
a great fucking character.
I get it. Okay.
A great fucking character.
They bio Broly his ass.
They bio Broly this nigga. Oh my God.
I had to say that because I was watching it and I was like, damn, that really just happened though.
Nah, there needs to be a lot of shit that needs to be restated.
Well, okay.
There are a lot of statements that need to be retracted completely.
Oh, no. They need to be deleted for sure.
Moral of all of this really is that, like I was saying before, we cannot, and this is in a way is very sad to completely doubt and dismiss official word from the creator.
We have to at this point. It's way past time.
It's bad. It's at this point, it's terrible.
We've been level-headed. We've been patient. We've been holding it down. we've been USA-ing this bitch and trying to relax. No. After hearing after all of the different head ass we discussed today, no.
I'm gonna just say it is, yo. Like, if anybody actually believes that this new Gohan and new Piccolo are on par with Goku and Vegeta at this point, you need to be tested. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Like you not no Dragon Ball fan, nigga. You a fucking schmuck on the streets, nigga. We sending you back there, nigga. Nah, bro, real talk.
You need
Crazy.
to be tested.
Sending it back to the streets.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
real shit though, man. I don't got bro.
And that's what I'm saying.
Cause there's gonna be people that literally are gonna agree with this man Toriyama and be like, oh yeah, I see it.
But
He's
that's-
stronger. He's
dude,
stronger than Goku and Vegeta. Oh yeah.
That
oh,
is
nah, bruh.
that is part
Get
of
off
the
me.
many problems that's now going to come out of this. Is the fact that the official creator is the most head ass dude in the entire fandom now. He's worse than the
clown.
YouTube comments. Do you realize
Look.
that?
He's
Listen.
a clown.
He's been
Listen.
clowning. But this is far beyond any
Nah,
level of
bro,
fucking clown shit he's ever done.
I think I gotta say one more thing. Kind of going back to basically saying Bioman is stronger than Broly, right? Because we talked about that earlier or whatever. Fucking, I don't believe in that shit whatsoever, because it's like basically all you gotta do is put Gohan and this new Piccolo up against Broly and see what fucking happens. Bro.
Let's see what happens.
Because the comparisons I gave Gohan and Piccolo to Goku and Vegeta, as far as like
The
where I
generous
think-
ones.
yeah, the generous ones. If you put those generous forms against the Broly we saw in the movie, they're gonna get toasted. So
Yup.
wouldn't you expect the same thing essentially from Gohan and Orange fucking Piccolo?
Yeah, and you know what else? Like, why? Okay. Do you remember the last time someone got their fucking potential awakened? Why is it that when Piccolo got his shit, it's a huge deal? Like, because he's a Namekian and he got his shit unlocked. Shenron was like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you something a little extra too. Okay, so was it potential beyond that? Because people in the comments in previous episodes were very hard on defending Piccolo here and saying that we were wrong, that we were like, oh, he didn't wish for this new transformation. He just...
Nigga, what? He didn't wish for it.
Those are the same niggas that say that Dragon Ball owned by Disney. Stop talking.
Nah, it don't make sense.
It is literally... What's the difference? What's the difference? Potential when Gohan got it and Krillin got it on Namek. They had a little white aura. No changes. What happened? They still got clapped at the end of the day. Naturally, right? Fast forward
So did
time.
Piccolo.
Huh?
So did Piccolo.
Now Piccolo got his shit even more unlocked. He gets a whole bunch of different fucking shit. He got two
his shit
forms,
rocked.
bro. Let's not forget that.
Honestly, his buff form just reminds me of fucking Cell Saga, fucking Super Saiyan buff ass Vegeta and fucking Goku.
Nah, to me it looks
That's
like the
literally what it
fucking
reminds
Universe 7 Namekians.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Or
yo,
what,
they
Universe
made
7,
this,
Universe 6, Universe 6.
like, did they really have to do this dishonor Piccolo by making his face ugly? Like, why'd they have to do that?
Nah,
All they
but like,
did was literally give this dude a fucking contour line and literally flip his antennas.
like his big ass form is like there's no way he's on par with Goku and Vegeta #1. And I'm gonna just point it out because he's not gonna be faster than them. So like he might be able to take some fucking hits, sure, I'll give him that, but there's gonna be a point where Goku and Vegeta, nigga, fuck that. I don't even think he'll be able to take one punch.
Dude,
from full power fucking Goku and
it's
Vegeta
just
in
the
Ultra form.
simple principle that he they both, Piccolo and Gohan, they just got these new forms.
They just got.
Goku and Vegeta have so much more experience in their new shit. Go ahead. Wait a second. Okay.
You said it perfectly for me to throw this in here. Gohan and Piccolo just got their new forms. Goku and Vegeta have had a minute, so they have experience. What about Broly? Since his film and now he's still trying to figure out how to control his shit, they have done nothing with his character in between, and that's what this movie shows us, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
he has not progressed.
Broly, well, shit, this is low-key a spoiler in a sense. Or that, like, if I want to kind of go deeper.
About what? About Broly?
About Broly a little bit, unless, like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Because I feel like you kind of know where I'm trying to take it. Maybe within the movie.
I do.
But I don't know if I want to say it. It's whatever.
Listen, either way,
I mean,
this is
because it's not. I don't really think it's really too like very impactful. If I were to say it, if y'all care, I don't give a fuck. It's the fans at this point.
Go ahead.
Nah, cause basically what I was trying to say, like in the movie, like we don't really see much of Broly, but it seems like in the movie, Broly is learning how to spar correctly. So it's like under control though, not out of control.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
that's not really a spoiler. I don't really. Count
I don't think that's really that's not too much of a spoiler because that was already kind of reported a lot of times over. Like
that should be common knowledge to any real ones.
Right,
yeah, so like that's what I got out of it at least.
Yeah, this movie was not at all for them. Like they were there because they're popular characters and they needed to be.
Okay, but like the point I was trying to make here is that he's the only one that seemingly hasn't progressed. I don't care if it's a little bit. There's a very clear difference here.
Oh, you don't think Broly's progressed since the last movie? Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know because think about it. They put restraints on all three of them.
I know.
They said no transformations, no Super Saiyan, no Ultra Instinct, nothing. They didn't even mention it because they're weird and they didn't even want to acknowledge Moro. They didn't want to acknowledge Gas. Because clearly...
This is completely separate from the manga. This is nothing to do with it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they treated this movie like it is exactly that. A completely separate entity, however, takes place after other things that are clearly within the same fucking timeline of events that are leading into what is to come, which is the end of Z, which we're right fucking there. We are right fucking there.
Yeah, nah.
So I would hold that though, Kai. I would hold on to that because remember, most of this film, 90% of this film was all Gohan Piccolo. Like literally. I'll give him 85%, 10% Pan, 5% Goku, Vegeta, Broly. That's basically what it was. At the end of the day. So
I'm not saying he's not going to, because he can in a flash. I'm just saying that the way I know the focus is not about him. It's just when he was around, it really to me it looked like not much had changed. And there's a big time difference between his movie and this movie. So I'm like, okay, if y'all really wanted to bring him back and do stuff with him, I get that this movie wasn't the place to do it, but at least show us that something's changed throughout all these years, and we haven't seen that.
More reason for people to look forward to the impending anime that's on the horizon, apparently, hopefully, this year.
That anime is gonna have to take place after the fucking movie at this rate. They'd have to, unless they decide, that's if they decide not to animate everything in the manga, which would be the dumbest decision.
Like they're going to do it. That's what I mean.
Exactly. Because it would be the dumbest decision not to.
You don't think they're gonna like animate The whole moral and gas shit?
No, they are.
You think they
I
will?
thought they were.
They are. No, they are. They're going to. There's no way they're not, because that's missed money, opportunity,
And it buys
everything.
them time.
Yeah.
It's gonna buy him a lot of time.
It's gonna. Yeah. So
Yep.
I mean, that's see, now Dragon Ball's in a weird spot because of all this back and forth between where we're trying to tell the story, because the manga's been going on in the order that we've been presented with, but then superhero comes along. It's like, oh well, superhero takes place after what's currently happening, right? So let's say the anime is gonna come, right? Guess what we're doing? We're going back. We're literally going back. And if they really wanted to milk it, they could even fucking do Broly in the anime. They could give our boy Johnny some work, son. They could give him work. I'm not complaining, right?
I'm not complaining.
They could give him some work, make a whole arc out of it. Imagine. Here's the thing, right? Movie versions of anything are how they are. But then when you have the anime, what happens? They fucking change things. They add things. They add more fighting to it. Okay? And that's the curveball that gets thrown at us fans, that it's the shit that we're not expecting for them to happen. You know what I'm saying? And they could do that before they get to moral, before they get to gas.
I don't want any more stalling.
But I
don't want any more.
Is it stalling? Is
Dragon
it
Ball
stalling?
stalling. That's the super.
I
part
feel
two.
like it's stalling for whatever reason, because if they go back to the anime and they decide to do the Broly shit again, I love the movie, but I don't want to see that shit. I want to continue, because who knows, these motherfuckers might go on a whole nother break. No, I'm not fucking with that shit out of nowhere.
I swear to God, yo.
Bro, nah, I would be so tight, bro. This is why I don't
trust
feel like
them either.
I feel like they took way too long to reintroduce the anime whenever that's just gonna come back, cause there's 2 whole arcs. If you want to count Broly, that's 3, and that's gonna take a while to complete.
Dude, you know what the fucked up part is? Exactly what you're saying is that let's say it does come back this year. That's 4 years, right? And when it was around for what, 3? Give or take? When the anime for Super started, I'm pretty sure it was around was it 2-ish? Actually,
2.
yeah, it was less than
I
that.
think it was 2. Whatever.
So if my whole point, they go back, and obviously they're going back, and they go as far back as doing Broly in the anime, all the way to fucking gas. Dude, that is enough time to literally be like, all right, another hiatus. And
literally, these motherfuckers don't know how to fucking manage
more
their own
movies,
time, bro.
more movies. They already have confirmed another one anyway, and that movie I'm sure is gonna take place where we want it to take place. Wait, I didn't hear what you said. What you said?
21.
Right.
Nah, bro. I ain't want no more stalling. I just want I want to get back to it and kind of get closer to current, cause you never know. I already have that feeling they would go on another fucking hiatus, within a 2 to 3 year period.
That's a long time, yeah. Unless they decided they were gonna just not take breaks anymore.
No, they're definitely gonna take another break. It's Dragon Ball. They always fucking take breaks. These fucking lazy goons.
That part.
It's not that they're lazy, Brandon. It's they have other fucking shit too. They only have but so many animators.
Heroes.
Right, but they got. That's what I'm trying to say. Is they only have but so many animators that are working on other things. And if they want to put out other things, those people need to stop working on Dragon Ball to go work on those other things. Because right now, the what's been discussed online is that there's 2 ongoing anime that need to stop in order for Super to continue. One of them is Dragon Quest, and the other is Digimon. Those are 2 Toei animes. Funny enough, one of them, Toriyama, is involved with because he fucking designs like all the characters for Dragon Quest, for the video games at least. I don't know what he does for the anime, right? But that's besides the point. But the point is, those Johns need to stop. They need to end or go on their own fucking hiatuses, right? People are not nearly gonna care as much when those stop to know that yes, they are stopping so Dragon Ball can continue, right? But if I'm sure at some point they're gonna be like, let's continue Dragon Quest, or let's do something else, or let's bring on this other fucking show, or I don't know. Shit's.
I don't know, bro. Like the way I see it, bro. Like, like I feel like if when they come back or whatever, if they were to start with more or whatever, like more to gas, I would probably say it's gonna take maybe between 2 to 3 years to finish that. The whole two arcs in itself.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Within that time frame, I guarantee you they would probably already make in the manga another arc or 2. Like it's gonna be separate. It's like I don't see the problem. Like do the math. I don't fucking know.
Do the math.
Like
check the stats.
Stats.
Show me your work.
Show me.
Literally. Yeah. I mean that's my whole thing about the whole shit, bro. Cause like I'm not trying to be 5 arcs behind. Like if they go on another hiatus after, let's say that they finish the gas shit, they actually get up to there, they finish that shit, and they go on a break, we're literally gonna be like 5 arcs behind.
Well, no, officially at this point, the manga is going to be ahead of the anime now.
100%.
100%.
They did their job on separating the manga and the fucking anime at this point.
They stalled enough.
They stalled enough, so they don't necessarily need to take breaks no more.
But that's what I was trying to say before.
They're already 2 arcs ahead, 2, 3 arcs, whatever.
The movies that they are still gonna do as well are going to be like further out where we want to be in the anime, which is gonna be crazy. Because that's what I'm saying. We're literally going to be all over the place. Anime's going to be back here. Manga's going to be up here. The movies are going to be even further out. Unless they start giving us these fucking side stories that we've been waiting for. Where's my Frieza fucking backstory movie?
Listen, the only way we're going to catch up, like if the anime is going to catch up to the manga, is if they do a time skip in the anime. That is the only way.
Well, yeah. But
that would be their kind of fault. Like fucking that shit up, but I wouldn't really give a fuck. I would like to be caught up in the anime version. But, then there would definitely be another hiatus at some point. 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, the manga doesn't seem like it's going to stop. That's the thing, and it comes out once a month.
Yeah,
that's the crazier part. If this shit was weekly, oh my god, we would have been in GT already.
Yeah, nah, if it came weekly, bro, like. We would be like 20 arcs ahead.
If we were in GT, if we were like that deep, we would have had Cooler already.
Yo, facts.
Nah, but that's my piece.
All right. So there's that. There's a couple things I just want to bring up from the comments before we wrap this episode up completely. And it's just some praise. Because as y'all know, if y'all some real ones and you freaking watched last week's episode, you know that our boy Kai was driving. Kai opened us up. He let us out. And there's some people in the comments that literally acknowledged Kai. Said, Kai, amazing intro takeover. You really brought the energy up. And then, of course, there's the shout outs to the Thriving Ozaru, because that is a very popular thing here on the Full Power Podcast. So a quick shout outs to freaking Bob Markerson, the originator of the Thriving Ozaru. Gotta give the credit to where the credit's due. It works out so perfectly that it's a staple here.
We have one more shout out to do, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And that shout out, hold on, I'm bringing it up right now. Because again, a quick plug to the Patreon. $10 backers or more will be getting exclusive shout outs here on these episodes. And and I'm literally I had it in front of me and then it didn't. It freaking disappeared. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so shout outs to Jarek Rivera. Oh, thank you for being our first $10 backer on the Patreon. If you guys want to hear your name shouted out on these episodes, feel free to, of course, be a $10 or more, because you obviously get all of the perks in there. And yeah, check out the link to the Patreon in the description below, because you'll get a full list of details as to what perks you're going to be getting. Because it's not just extras. There's some other things that, you know, obviously you could just see for yourself on that page. So, of course, hit us up via email, fullpowerpod@gmail.com, Twitter @fullpowerpod, and on the Patreon to further support your boys here to make this podcast go full power and out of control. We're almost at 300 subs on YouTube, which means that we're that much closer to hitting 5. Because once we hit 5, as a reminder, we will do a live episode on YouTube so that way we can interact with you guys in real time. So, with all that aside, again, shout outs to the Patreon supporters that we do have. You guys will be getting the first extra episode very soon, which is, as another reminder, the full-on spoiler review from your boys here at the Full Power Podcast of the Dragon Ball Superhero movie. And yeah, so brother, you got anything left for the folks at home?
Well, I already said to the niggas that gotta get tested. I believe the Gohan and Piccolo were on par. Yeah, I'm still with that. So I'm gonna leave that with y'all and have a great fucking day.
Okay, Kai, how about you, sir?
Don't believe everything you hear, even if it's from the goddamn officials.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We're at that point, guys. We're at that fucking point. All right. Well, that'll be it. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting us up on all of the supporting links that will be in the description below. It's been your boy, the lethal one, Brother Ooch, the homie of all the Kais, Kai Cast, and make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect. Keep it locked with right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. We'll see y'all next time.